What if the greatest repository of ancient knowledge was born from a royal vision to honor the Muses? The Library of Alexandria emerged as the centerpiece of the Mouseion, a research institution dedicated to the Muses, and was built in the Brocéon, the royal quarter of the city. This grand ambition set the stage for a collection that would eclipse all others in antiquity. How did a single palace complex become the cradle of scholarly wonder? Although the exact moment of its construction remains debated, modern scholars agree the library likely became a physical institution during the reign of Ptolemy II Philadelphus. Earlier suggestions link its founding to Ptolemy I, yet the consensus points to the second ruler's patronage as the catalyst for the library's materialization. This shift from idea to stone would soon attract the era's most brilliant minds. What intellectual forces would soon be drawn to its halls? The first recorded head librarian, Zenodotus of Ephesus, not only oversaw the collection but also pioneered alphabetical organization, creating a glossary of rare words arranged by the first letter. His work marked the earliest known use of alphabetical order for cataloging texts, a method that would shape future libraries. Zenodotus' innovations laid the groundwork for systematic scholarship. How would this nascent system evolve under his successors? Following Zenodotus, Ptolemy II appointed Apollonius of Rhodes as the second head librarian, a native of Alexandria and student of Callimachus. He also served as tutor to Ptolemy III. Apollonius authored the epic Argonautica, which survives in complete form, and his tenure linked literary creation with custodial duty. His dual role hinted at a library where creation and preservation intertwined. Could the library's cataloging reach new heights under Callimachus? Callimachus, though never head librarian, compiled the Pinox, a 120-book catalog that listed authors alphabetically, detailed biographical data, and organized works by genre. This monumental bibliography is sometimes hailed as the world's first library catalog, providing scholars with a systematic map of the collection. The Pinox transformed the library from a mere storage room into an accessible knowledge network. What scientific breakthroughs would the next librarian unleash? Eratosthenes of Cyrene, the third head librarian, merged geography with mathematics, calculating the Earth's circumference within a few hundred kilometers of modern measurements. His three-volume Geographica, though lost, informed a world map that incorporated accounts from Alexander's campaigns and Egyptian expeditions. This synthesis of data showcased the library's role as a hub for empirical inquiry. How would the library's influence extend beyond scholarship into everyday life? Under Ptolemy III Euergetes, the library expanded with a daughter collection in the Serapeum, while the ruler offered 15 talents to secure Athenian manuscripts of Aeschylus, Sophocles, and Euripides, keeping originals for Alexandria. This diplomatic acquisition underscored the library's ambition to gather the finest Greek drama. The Serapeum's establishment marked a geographic spread of knowledge. What linguistic innovations would soon follow? Aristophanes of Byzantium, the fourth head librarian around 200 BC, introduced Greek diacritics and divided poetic texts into separate lines, revolutionizing textual criticism. His system of signs allowed scholars to pinpoint variants and preserve poetic integrity. This linguistic precision complemented the library's growing catalogs. Yet political turbulence loomed. How would the next generation of scholars navigate the shifting Ptolemaic court? Aristarchus of Samothrace, the sixth head librarian, produced definitive Homeric texts and extensive commentaries, preserving the epic tradition for future generations. His exile to Cyprus after supporting the murdered Ptolemy VII illustrates the precarious link between scholarship and politics. Aristarchus's departure signaled a turning point for the institution's stability. What fate awaited the library amid rising internal strife? The reign of Ptolemy VIII Physcon brought a purge in 145 BC, forcing Dionysius Thrax, Apollodorus of Athens, and others to flee Alexandria. This violent expulsion marked a stark departure from the library's earlier era of scholarly hospitality, as political paranoia eclipsed intellectual openness. The purge foreshadowed further calamities. Could the library survive the looming external threats? In 48 BC, Julius Caesar's siege of Alexandria inadvertently set fire to part of the library's collection, an accident whose full extent remains uncertain. While some scrolls survived, the blaze symbolized the vulnerability of even the most protected repositories. This incident illustrated how warfare could reach into the heart of knowledge. What would be the final blows to the institution? By the 260s AD, the library's membership had ceased, and between 270 and 275 AD a Palmyrene invasion followed by an imperial counterattack likely destroyed what remained. This series of assaults erased the last vestiges of the once glorious collection, sealing its fate after centuries of brilliance. The final destruction echoed the earlier fires, completing a tragic arc. How did the legacy of Alexandria endure beyond its physical loss? Even after the physical walls fell, the memory of Alexandria's scholarly triumphs persisted, inspiring later generations to imagine a universal repository of human thought. From Zenodotus' alphabetic glossaries to Eratosthenes' geographic calculations, the library set standards that echo in modern academia. Thus, the question posed at the beginning, how a royal quarter became the world's greatest knowledge hub, finds its answer in the enduring spirit of curiosity that the ancient scholars ignited.